Hey Chi, what's up? Today I thought I would show you a deck profile. This deck is essentially a Monarch Swarm deck, although it is kind of random, but it does work. So there's no there's no specific build, but all it does is pretty much it swarms the field, and it's a bitch to go up against. I have to admit, because I used to play this deck quite a lot, and every time I would verse someone, they would just get really really annoyed at me. And sorry for the glare if there is any, by the way. So just remember, guys, this deck is pretty much for fun. It's not gonna win like any major tournaments, like maybe locals that will do pretty good, but it's just some good cards put together that work well together to make a deck. So yeah, nothing too big and special. So please don't comment and say, oh, this deck won't do very well. I know it's just for fun, and it does work like fairly well, but it's nothing like a world beat or anything. So anyway, before I waste any more of your time, we'll get on with the card. So two Caius. You don't really need to run three because of the others, and it's obvious card. It's just really good to remove and for that added burn if you get there. Two Raizas just to swell back to your opponent. Mobius, because you don't really need a lot of back row control lately because of MST and Heavy Storm now, but it does help. You could always replace this with a Thessalos or a third Caius if you want to. Cyber Dragon, obvious, it's a basic swarm card and a beat stick. Three Giant Germ. These guys are awesome. These are one of my favorite cards. Basically, when they're destroyed, you get two more out face down. Oh no, just these ones. You get two out in attack position, and when they're destroyed, you burn 500. So if all these get destroyed, 1500 right there. Nimble Momonga, essentially a Giant Germ, except you gain 1000 instead. Same concept, they come back as well. Two Apprentice Magician. These guys are really good for swarming, especially for two Old Vindictive. These are pretty much a man-eater bug, except they can be special summoned with Apprentice Magician. And also Apprentice Magician can special summon itself, so it can get out at least 3 cards. Treeborn Frog, just to pretty much bring back itself if you've got no spell and traps, which you have quite a limited amount of. Not too many, but you got enough to keep this going. So 3 Gravekeeper Spy, pretty much just there as a wall, 2000 defense, and it special summons itself. Well, any Gravekeeper with 1500 or less, which is this. When it's flipped, which is good, so you set it, flip, get another one, so you got 2 there with 2000 attack. Not attack, defense, sorry. Sengan, it pretty much gets out anything in the deck except for Monarchs. Morphing Jar, just to replenish your hand, and if you think your opponent has something good, flip it and get rid of it. 3 Needleworm. These guys aren't swarm at all, but they are a complete bitch to go up against. You mill the top 5 cards of the deck. A lot of people, you might be thinking like this is kind of a random card and why is it in here, but it's more of a personal favourite of mine really. I just really love Needleworm, and it just does really well to help thin out the deck. So if you do need to stall, which this deck does quite well at, you can just mill them and win a lot faster. Spear Cretin, this is one I just kind of threw in at the last minute. Basically, just when it's flipped and destroyed, you can get a monster in either... Both players get a monster in either attack or defense position. If it's defense, face down, and attack position. I'm really not clear at explaining these things, am I? But yeah, I usually get back a Needleworm or another Nimble or something like that, or a Gravekeepers maybe. So yeah, it just really helps. Or I get back a Monarch in attack position. Spells, we've got Heavy Storm and 2 MST. These are the spell and trap card controls. Pretty good. Sad that we can't have Giant Germ anymore, otherwise I would have used that. Monster Reborn, just to help get back monsters. Book of Moon, to help flip down Gravekeepers if needed, or Needleworm. Soul Exchange, pretty obvious. Pot of Avarice gets back all your monsters and draw 2 cards. Allure of Darkness, a lot of these cards are dark, so good draw power there. Fissure and Smashing Ground, these are just their monster control things. 2D Prison, which it's pretty obvious, I don't need to explain that. Dark Bribe, I like Dark Bribe a lot because it just gets rid of a spell and trap card, which is just really helpful at times. Mirror Force, very obvious. Solemn Judgement, pretty obvious, and 2 Bottomless Trap Hole. I like these better than Solemn Warning because I think Solemn Warning is pretty costly, and you know this is much more like it applies better. That and I don't have Solemn Warning, so yeah. So guys, that is the deck. There's 43 cards in it. Remember, this deck is just for fun. You can use it at locals, and it does fairly well. But yeah, don't go expecting this to be any like regional thing or anything. I know you probably don't, but you know, it's just a fun deck. It's also a very good budget deck. It isn't worth anything really over $40. The Monarchs are pretty much the only expensive thing in here, as well as Solemn Judgement, but you can get that in common for about $3 now. So yeah, that's the deck, and I hope you liked it. Yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Oh, just before I go, I did pre-order a Legendary Collection, number 2. So that's really cool. I can't wait to get that and open that for you guys. So that's pretty much all I wanted to say today, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.